A lot of work with him, rehab work, because I was injured, and he spotted me from there and he kind of introduced me to the local athletics club.
Is it hard juggling the sport with your education?
At the moment it's very difficult. I'm doing a Masters, so there's quite a lot of work to do, but I think I'm balancing it quite well so far.
What's the best thing about being an athlete?
The best thing about being an athlete at this stage is the international aspect of it, the trips abroad. Last year I did quite a bit of travelling to competitions, and I think that's definitely the positives of the sport.
How many times do you train a week, and what does training entail?
My average training week is 6 days a week, 2 times a day. I normally have a morning session and then an afternoon session as well. It just consists of obviously plyometrics, ballistics. I'm in the weights room quite often and on the track every day as well.
You're obviously quite dedicated. 6 times a week is a lot. How do you unwind, relax? Do you go out to cinema? Do you see friends?
I do enjoy going out quite a bit with my friends and playing at the pool. There isn't much time to myself, but when I do have a moment, I do tend to just spend it with friends.
And is there someone that you, as an idol, you look up to, or a sporting individual that you want to replicate?
Not really. I think my family's quite sporty. My dad was a professional cricket player, so I mean it's always been quite competitive. My brother boxes, so it's always been quite competitive within the family. I haven't really had time to look at what anyone else is doing.
I saw online about the GB and the Pakistan. You're going towards the Pakistan Olympic. Can you explain why that is?
It's just the bonuses really. Although money really wasn't an incentive at the start, what they offer towards the Olympics is far greater than what GB offer, and it's easier to get into the team as well. I mean, I never want to be in a situation where I've been training for the past 5 years and now an opportunity has come up to go to the Olympics. I don't really want to be in a position where I'm fighting for a spot when I know I've pretty much guaranteed a spot with Pakistan.
22, you're the current Yorkshire 200 metre champion and also the City of Leeds 200 metre record holder. You've just mentioned today obviously vying to represent Pakistan at the Olympics. However, you haven't had it all your own way. You've been injured, you've had issues with sponsorship. So what keeps you motivated?
I think my parents definitely help ground me. I think I've got quite a good balance between education and athletics as well. I was struggling quite a lot last year, but there was a few sponsors that came into play. There was an Autotech UK that came into play, and they sponsored me and helped me a lot with the international trips. And yeah, they were the main. I know some parents financially helped me quite a bit as well. And ASICS supplied me with all my kit.
Okay, so as an athlete as well, home Olympics London 2012, are you excited for it?
To be honest, I'm less excited than if it was in a different country, because I mean I've competed in the UK and there is quite a big buzz around going to a different country and competing. It's not going to be warm here, it's not really going to be pleasant, but I suppose we do have the home advantage. It is quite nerve-wracking at the same time, but I think when it comes down to it, I think we'll definitely succeed.
Okay, we're roughly about 8 months away from the start of the Olympics. I know you're out injured at the moment, but in terms of preparation, do you feel confident that you're on the right road to compete and compete well?
Yeah, in terms of everything I was doing before my injury, it was all on track. I was lifting PBs in the gym, I was running quick on the track, everything was going right. I think it is a minor setback. It's a fracture, it's going to take about 6 weeks to heal, but I think I've got a great physio support behind me. So in terms of all my strength and conditioning and physiotherapy side of it, I think it's definitely going to help me to get back on track as soon as possible.
Okay, and finally, as a Leeds resident, what are your thoughts on Leeds' involvement in London 2012? The fact that Leeds held training camps in China, Russia, America, they're obviously doing a lot to be part of the games.
I think Leeds has great facilities. They have great facilities here, up at the Metropolitan as well, and in Leeds in general, at South Leeds Stadium, that's where most of my training is. I think they'll have to do a lot of chopping and changing in terms of times, because there's been some times where I've been there at 7 o'clock in the morning and it's not been open. So I think they'll definitely have to adjust to the culture of the different countries.